Okay, y'all, good morning, good morning. It's Tuesday morning, and it is me and the Zach Attack today. Let me get all my lists and everything on point. Why my phone always does. Okay, so Zach's back today. Showed up on time. I'm digging it, man. I'm digging it. I'm always weary, but overall, Zach's been doing pretty good this season so far. But we really haven't gotten into the season yet, so to speak. Yeah. So I got a little bit of riding to do. I'm going down here. It's about a 15-minute ride, and I do I do about $230 worth, and it costs me about 30 in fuel. I have to stop and get some ethanol-free fuel. What else I got? That's about it. Yeah. And all the customers on this route, I bumped all of them up because they're so far away. I think I bumped one of them up $15, and they were good with it. And the other one I bumped up just 10 and 10. So, yeah, if gas prices go down, well, I'll be making a pretty significant amount of money more, considering all the customers I done bumped up on just because of the fuel. So I appreciate all the comments yesterday on the video. The Bobcat, I mean, I ran it for about an hour. I ran it, you know, while y'all saw me with the brush cutter, but I also let it continually idle for about an hour, just sitting there. So I'm feeling a little bit better about it. I'm not 100%. I'm weary still, but yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it, as good as I could possibly feel. So I couldn't feel any better, put it that way, y'all. Considering all the issues that I've had with it in the last, 6 weeks or so. Yeah. But a couple things on the new skid steer front. One thing about getting another skid steer, I know a lot of guys are commenting, and just from watching the videos and all, and I'm thankful for all the comments, about getting another one. Well, let me tell you, if you really dig and start really looking for another skid steer, and you're actually ready to pull the trigger, you're probably going to have a very hard time finding one. That's just the simple truth. It ain't about how much they cost. It ain't about buying a used one or a new one. It ain't about the financing. It ain't about anything. It's about the availability. And the availability makes these machines more valuable than what they would be if there were plenty of them. So I talked to a dealer out of Illinois yesterday, and he told me for him to get a TL8 high flow for me, it'd be next year. So then I called another one out west, and he said the same thing. As a matter of fact, they're telling me that the Takeuchi, there is a Takeuchi plant right here in Georgia where they build the machines. So the availability of them here where I'm at right now might be better than anywhere else. That's what they're saying, So So I could take $70,000. Excuse me, y'all. So I could literally take $70,000 down to a Takeuchi dealer, and I would not be able to get one of these machines. So that makes me reel back a little bit on selling my machine, because I want to make sure that I can get another machine before I sell mine. I don't want to put myself in a spot where I can't, do any Bobcat work at all, even if it does cost me a little bit, because I have Bobby and maybe potential issues. But not having a machine at all could really strap the pocket, considering I got $20,000 worth of attachments that are just sitting there. And I'm not going to go without a Bobcat of some kind, even if it is one that requires a lot more tender loving care. So there's that. So with all that being said, at the end of the day, I can't get another machine. Even if I was willing to pay $70,000 cash money, I can't get one. And then on top of all that, these dealers that I talked to out of state, they're saying they couldn't even sell me one because of the way they're contracted with Takeuchi, that they have areas and districts that they cover, and the areas that they cover are they have districts. And I never even looked at it like that, but I guess I understand. I guess the Takeuchi dealer in Texas that I called, right? He's saying that since I live in Georgia, that he couldn't even sell me a machine, even if he had one available, and blah blah blah. So the what's happening is, and it's really basic business. What's happening is the availability of the new machines, the lack of availability, is making the used ones much more valuable. Much more valuable. So on one hand, I could probably get more for my T190 than I ever could before. I could probably get more for it, right? But if I can't get another one, I'm not selling it. Because availability, you can't think about, to me, and I don't, to me, I can't be thinking about how much or how little one costs new. It's more about, well, can you get one? That's a problem. Wouldn't that be a real J move for me to sell my skid steer at top dollar and then not be able to get one for a year? You talking about tying your hands, boy? That's be a bad business move, y'all. Even though Bobby is not 100%, even though Bobby does have his issues, having Bobby is better than having nothing. Now, it could be a harder core J move to run Bobby and something major catastrophe happens, right? Where Bobby's not worth nothing. The reason Bobby caught on fire is simple. A hydraulic line and the cooler came off and shot hydraulic fluid all over the hottest part of the engine, the muffler, the manifold, and all that. That is why Bobby caught on fire. No other reason. It's not an electrical problem. It's not. It's a simple problem of hydraulic fluid getting shot out by the gallon on a open hot muffler system, exhaust system. So that's why Bobby caught on fire. If I thought that Bobby caught on fire for any other reason, then I'd really be worried. Bobby didn't have an electrical fire. Bobby had a straight hydraulic hose broke off and caught on fire. So as long as there's not hydraulic fluid shooting all over the exhaust system, well, Bobby's gonna be okay. And since I paid $700 freaking dollars, you know, for that one freaking line and whatever little kit they, you know, matter of fact, y'all, I'm going to throw them out there. They did not even replace the actual line. All they replaced was the fitting on the end. That's it. The actual line, it's the same line that was on it. Now, I don't know if that's how folks do business or what, but I don't know. I mean, that's what happens when you don't know as much as you need to know about your machines. But I'm learning, and I'm learning very quickly, you know. As disappointed as I was with Bobby, I am just as happy with Bobby right now as I sit in the truck this morning. But it's been an emotional roller coaster for me, and then the availability of another machine makes it where it's like you got to really be smart to be all you can be. You know, I don't want to sell my machine right now. I'm gonna have to be able to have a date on a new machine before I sell mine. Approved for the financing, all that don't even matter. You know, hell, that's the easy part. So we're gonna work on building up the work, and with the skid steer, and we are gonna be taking some calculated gambles with Bobby as work comes in. I'm gonna decide what jobs I want to do and which ones I don't want to do. But either Bobby's gonna make it and make more money for me, or Bobby's gonna blow up. One or the other's gonna happen. Because I'm not selling Bobby until I get another machine, or until I have a date of getting another machine where I can project. No way I'm going to sell Bobby when I got a dealer telling me it might be 9 or 10 months before I can get one. And I'm not going to settle. You can't settle. I'm not like I know that I could go down here to the Bobcat dealer that I was just at last week and purchase a T66 like the one that they rented me. I could probably go down there today and leave with one. But I don't have shiny ball syndrome. I'm not going to do that because of all the factors that you guys know. You can't fuel it from the outside. I don't like the freaking door opening up like that. I couldn't imagine being stuck in a $700 or $800 a month payment and having a machine that I hate running. Having a machine that takes all of that to get in and out of. No way. Before I bought a machine with a door on it like that and all the bells and whistles, I'd probably buy a machine that's open cab, because the door thing is just that door thing is, you're talking about a pain in the ass, y'all. That's a pain in the butt compared to my T190. All right, y'all, so I got to get some ethanol free fuel. And yeah, y'all, see, we got that ethanol free. So I've been having Mikey over there at East Tennessee, you know. Big shout out to Mikey. You know, I know he's working a lot more now, and that's a good thing. But I kind of wanted to talk for a minute about, and I'm just using Mikey as an example, you know, we starving in the wintertime, and start having money problems in the wintertime. And right now, this very moment is when you need to start living in a preventable mode. You need to be banking your money, Mikey. You need to be paying your things off and banking your money at the same time. You need to do the right things with your money right now so you don't run into the same issues that you ran into last winter. And that's critical. You gotta dig deep and have the self-discipline to understand and to realize that you're not gonna be making $400, $500, $600, $700, $800 a day in the wintertime. And so you gotta start rat holing money. That's what I do. I bank my money, and I bank my money, and I bank it some more. If you don't have a bank account, you need to get one. And you need to make sure you do right by the bank account, you know. Don't need to get a bank account and then overdraft it. And I'm not saying Mikey did that or does that, but I'm just speaking in general terms. Because any of you guys that's been out here for a long time, or, I mean, it doesn't take a long time to figure this one out. And Mikey, you've been out here for, you know, years, and the pain and agony of, you know, October to February, March, well, you need to remember that pain and agony. And you need to start living in a way that you're under your means and you don't live beyond your means and you try to bank money. See, one thing that a lot of guys don't understand out here is, I'm just gonna say it, is it doesn't matter what you're making if you're spending it as you make it. Now, if you're spending it on things that can make you more money in the immediate, then hey, that's investing. But if you're spending it on things that's not going to make you more money, and it's not going to, you know, and you're not, you know, for instance, going out to eat or going to the bar or that kind of thing. If you're spending your money on that kind of thing, then, well, you're going to get what you get in the wintertime. You got to be able to get to a plateau to where money is not an issue and money is not a make or break thing. See, if you guys that watch my channel, you guys will notice that it doesn't matter what I made yesterday. It doesn't matter. I can make $3,000 yesterday and I'm gonna be out here on a $200 day. I'm just saying that to say that you gotta live within your means. And y'all see that no matter how much money I make or don't make, my lifestyle is the same. I don't change my lifestyle because of what I made today or tomorrow. It doesn't change me. It doesn't change my spending habits, good or bad. You got to be level-headed to be an entrepreneur out here and to be in control of your destiny and to be self-disciplined with your money. You have to be level-headed. You can't be on this roller coaster ride during the summertime. You got to be methodical and that way type mentality. And you can't be blowing your money on stupid shit, you know, right now. Like, for instance, and this is not at anybody, but this is for instance, like right now, I wouldn't go out and buy a chainsaw because I know I'm not going to be using that freaking chainsaw during the winter. Now, if it's a great deal on a chainsaw, well, then I'd have to look at that. But in the very beginning, and if I'm having money problems in the wintertime, I won't bank my money. Bank. And then I can, you know, make decisions on what I need to buy as I get my money built up. And then once you get 1,000 or 2,000 or whatever banked up, it's a lot easier to dedicate money to your bank up, if you will. It's hard to get to that first grand. And I can remember, y'all, and y'all might think I'm crazy, but I can remember where I was going through the same type things that Mikey's going through. Though I didn't borrow money from people and that kind of thing, I just, well, I just put the grind in a little harder and probably a little lucky along the way too. So, but everybody's not me. I get it, and everybody's not thinking like me. But I had to learn how to think like this. It's not something that I was born with. You know, money management, and when you're making a lot of money is more important than money management when you ain't got no money. Don't wait till you ain't got no money to start thinking, oh, I need to manage my money better. No, hell no. You need to manage your money better when you're making money, and you can use that money to make more money and strategically, you know, build up, step up, like I always talk about. Now, after you've been in business a long time like me, and you have been living by these rules that I've been talking about, things, it's a lot easier for me to bank money this year than it was 5 years ago. Every year that I bank my money and every year that I'm out here working, it becomes easier and easier for me to bank my money. And you know, even in the midst of the Bobcat going down and me, you know, having to spend a bunch of money on the Bobcat. But see, the Bobcat money doesn't affect my day-to-day running, because I have a bank account that is just for the Bobcat. That's it. And when Bobby does good, that bank account builds up, and then over time, if that bank account gets up there, I'll take money out and I'll put it in my savings account. And once it goes in that savings account, it's very hard for me to take it out of the savings account. I mean, I can do it, but I don't. And that's all part of the self-discipline that I'm always talking about. Making $600 or $700 a day ain't worth a damn if you're spending 500 of it on dumb shit. I'm not saying anybody's doing that. I'm just using that as some examples of it's hard to build up your arsenal and build up your equipment when you're always spending money on shit that's not making you more money. One thing that I've been pretty good at is making money with my money, turning it into more money by buying pieces of equipment that you know, over time, that may not even cost that much money, but makes me more efficient and everything. And also making sure that I'm taking care of the equipment that I got, that I'm changing the oil, that I'm doing the oil filters, that I'm doing the air filters, that I'm, you know, I got blades. I got 2 boxes of the Exmark blades, and then I got 2 boxes. Not 2 blades, 2 boxes of blades. And I got a box of blades for the Skag, and I do not have a box of blades for the Ferris. But that's just because I haven't used the Ferris enough to justify it. I got 2 sets of blades for the Ferris. One that's on it and one that's ready to go on it. So, preparing your money and your finances when you're up is well, it's everything. If you want to be out here and you want to live on the land and you want to be able to build a business. Now, if you want to live by the seat of your pants and all over the place and not methodical about anything, then you know you can do that, but you're not gonna excel. See, even if you got money in the bank, and I'm not saying I got money in the bank or not, even, you know, even if you got money in the bank and you're saving and you're doing like you're supposed to be doing, for me, I'm talking about for me, I still save my money up to buy things that I need, that I want, that I think will better the business. You always got to have some money put back somewhere if you're going to be self-employed for when something happens. Always. So when your truck goes down, or when your trailer screws up or a mower screws up, you're not reeling and ain't got no money. It's easy to make it through the winter time. I mean, it's very easy to make it through the summertime out here doing what we do out here. That's easy. It's a no-brainer, man. If you can't live on $400 or $500 a day minimum, then something's wrong with you. You know. But to excel and to get to a point to where you don't have to worry about your truck breaking down because you got funds ready for that. You don't have to worry about the Bobcat breaking down because I got funds set aside for that. I don't like it. I don't like spending that money. But you know, you have to. You have to be prepared. All about it, man. All about it. And, you know, I'm going to manipulate the situation with the Bobcat just like I do everything else. Why is that, Ray? Because at the end of the day, y'all, my back ain't on the wall. I don't have to make a move with the Bobcat right now. Well, why is that, Ray? Because of just what I was just talking about. I'm not worried about a payment. I'm not worried about anything that I can't handle because of the way I handle my money. The way you handle your money out here, y'all, is everything on your growth, your stress, and your ability to be able to manage catastrophes as they come up. A lot of you guys are coming into the comments and they're saying, man, dude, you're handling that Bobcat situation like a champ, man. You know, you really are. And the reason I am, y'all, is because I have the money set aside to fix what's going on with the Bobcat. And only I know how much money's in the account, and only I know how much money Bobby has really made versus how much it's cost me. And I'm gonna tell y'all, it ain't even close. It ain't even close. For instance, and I'm just gonna throw this out there, it's not exact, but since I got Bobby, and that's what I look at, is the big picture. Since I got Bobby, the maintenance or the issues that I've had with Bobby has probably cost me roughly $10,000 or $11,000. Okay, roughly. And yeah, total. And I had the Bobcat almost it'll be 3 years in November, so 2.5 years. And I probably spent $10,000 to $11,000 in actual cost, you know, shop fees and labor costs and all to work on the Bobcat and this or that. Not to mention, you know, I bought new tracks and that was $1,500. New sprockets, that was $400, $500, you know, things like that. But these are things you're gonna have to do anyway. So, but when it's all said and done, $11,000 or $12,000 since I've had the Bobcat, and it doesn't include downtime. I'll give you that. We'll say $15,000 total, and that includes downtime. But in the 2.5 years, the Bobcat has earned me, and me not knowing anything, probably $100,000, $90,000, something like that. I got exact, but I don't know it right off the top of my head because there's a lot of variables that go into that. So when you look at it from the way y'all are looking at it, man, get rid of that machine. You know, that machine is just a money pit and all this. Well, when you look at, if you stand back, you always got to stand back and look at things before you make a rash decision. When you stand back and look at it, if it costs me $15,000 to earn $90,000, that's a great, in 2.5 years, that's a great investment. And one thing you cannot put a price tag on is the amount of information and the amount of things that I have learned in the 2.5 years that I've had skid steer. You can't put a price on that because it is unparalleled. So, yes, I'm not comfortable with the Bobcat costing me as much money as it has cost me in the last month. I don't like it, don't want it. I'm not, you know, saying that, you know, yeah, man, I'm in a great place. I could be in a better place. You know, if the Bobcat only cost me $5,000 in maintenance and stuff. So, you know, 10 to 12 to 15 grand in maintenance stuff on a 15-year-old machine. Me learning how to run a machine, me learning how to bid on the jobs, me learning how to make sure I don't tear the machine up. All these things, me learning, right? Not to mention the fact that I got $20,000 worth of attachments that I've somehow accumulated in that time. So, man, this short's gonna be easy, y'all. Easy, cheesy, peasy. I love it. So I just want to throw that out there, and it's all because of, you know, me not stressing about the Bobcat and me being able to handle the Bobcat stuff. It's really all because I'm not worried about how much it's going to cost to a certain degree. Because I know that I've done everything that I can do with my money to make it be and work for me all that I can, right? So, yeah, y'all.